Hi again, and welcome to yet another edition, a special edition of Litter Media Live with the ever-lovely Lori Graves. I'm Dan Ramey. Thank you for watching. We're going to talk about some of the events coming up at the Majestic Theatre over the next few days and carrying us into June. So all that's just ahead. But first, these words from our friends at Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
The Majestic Theatre has been an entertainment spot for ages, it seems, and the oldest operating theater this side of the Allegheny Mountains, and they got that for good reason. Putting on good shows.
Heck yeah, we're always open.
Yes, and it hasn't stopped in any fashion. We've got a number of things coming up. Two big shows this weekend. If you're an Eagles fan, you're going to enjoy this. Is it Out of Eden? Is that the name?
Yes, it is. Out of Eden presents a tribute to the Eagles. Now, that Saturday show sold out a long time ago.
Yeah.
And the Out of Eden people decided, hey, let's try another show.
Why not?
So they opened up another show, and it's on Friday. And as of right now, just by looking at the seating chart, I'm estimating there may only be 70 tickets left out of 500.
That's incredible.
For that show. So we're doing a back-to-back sold-out, basically, show this weekend at the Majestic. So it's awesome. Yeah.
And you mentioned this before we went on the air. Not bad for a little theater.
Not bad for a little theater at all in Southern Ohio to see 1,000 people roll through there in 2 days.
Now, all of the shows we're going to be talking about, you can get tickets online through the Majestic website.
Yeah, majestictheater.net. It's just like if you'd go on Ticketmaster or any place else, you pick your level of ticket you want to buy, and then you pick your seat. So you can choose where you want to sit, balcony, floor, whatever. So, yeah.
And they're digital tickets. So you just bring your smartphone, you get scanned when you come through the door.
Now, we do have some people, they purchase tickets like way early. And then they get to the theater and they say, I lost my tickets. If that would happen, just report to the box office and whoever is in there can print the ticket out for you and you're good as new. So,
good.
Yeah. Don't ever worry about losing tickets if you've purchased them. We have them.
A surety
yes,
right there.
Yes.
The great shows continue. We've got AC/DC and, of course, a tribute to Bon Jovi.
Yes. The AC/DC tribute is called Big Gun. That's on May 4th. Tickets are moving for that. So again, with all these shows we talk about with you, if they're not sold out when we talk about them, they're selling out after we talk. Yeah. So if you're an AC/DC fan, come bang your head at the Majestic Theater on May 4th. They're good. I saw a video of them, and they're a really good cover band. They really are. And then that other one, it's the Best of Bon Jovi and Journey tribute, and it's featuring Don Jovi's Journey. So I think it's a mesh of like Journey and Bon Jovi songs. Unfortunately, to the person who did call the theater, this is not the real Bon Jovi. We've had that question. And I've said before, if we were rolling in that kind of money, we wouldn't have a roof fund right now. So yeah, these are tribute bands. But that one is on May 17th again. All of our shows start at 7:30. The doors open at 6:30. And all of the shows, we do sell Budweiser products in the lobby as well as sodas and things of that, popcorn, candy. So we have snacks.
I had some friends in, and we all went to the Poorhouse next door and then went on over to enjoy Brass Metropolis back in March.
Yes.
And they're a Chicago tribute band. And we have seen Chicago tribute bands. Heck, we were members of a Chicago tribute band back in 1980.
Oh, that's right, you were, yeah.
But these guys were totally entertained.
Oh.
And most of the band members were from up around Northeast Ohio, and they knew their stuff.
Yeah.
And they came and they put on a fantastic show.
Yeah, I mean, there are tribute bands out there. Of course, there are a lot of them. We are fortunate at the Majestic, though. We are snagging the good ones. I mean, we're getting the ones that are as close to that original act as you can get. Yeah. And so it does give you kind of the experience of seeing that original act here at the Majestic Theatre in Chillicothe.
And I think that was the thing. The night that they were there, my friends could not stop talking about the theater. They couldn't stop talking about the downtown Chillicothe experience. And knowing that we saw basically Chicago up here without having to go to Las Vegas to see them.
Right. And like I said, the Poorhouse, the restaurant downtown, I know Hometown Hibachi, and just the different ones in the area, they are super supportive of the shows. In fact, they take reservations for dinner. People tell them, hey, we're going to a show at the Majestic. They do their best to get them out of there so they can be on time. And it's just a cooperation, I think, of everyone downtown, like anything we do. Everyone just works together, and it always comes out as a success.
And supporting each other and everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's community.
It is. I know. We're fortunate.
We are. Now, these aren't the only shows. There's still more to come, right?
There are more to come, and I'll give you a little teaser about June. We do have a couple more shows coming up this summer that you're going to hit. But this one on June 8th, Buzz Locklear is putting this on. He did it last year with great success. But this is the annual Chillicothe Jazz, Funk, and Blues concert. And that'll be at the Majestic. And that starts at 6 p.m. on June 8th because they have 4 bands. And they got one band coming up from Savannah, Georgia. And it's just that if you like jazz, funk, and blues, this is your night to let it all out. You can buy one ticket and see 4 different bands in one night.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. It's a good time. Yeah. And Buzz, their bands, Yaktangi Fire, they'll be playing. That's the local band. So him and Susie. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And this goes to show now, while some of the trippy bands we talked about were rock-based, you've got jazz now. We had the brass with Brass Metropolis.
We had Frankie Valli.
So that takes you back to the 50s and 60s. And then, of course, with the Piano Men, you had the best of Billy Joel and Elton John together. So it's a wide genre that you're putting together for entertainment.
I mean, it is. I feel like so far this year, the Majestic Theatre has presented a concert for anyone. I mean, and there must be something out of all of that someone could attend. And just to give you a little heads up, in July, and I believe it's already on the website, but we're bringing in a Guns N' Roses tribute band also. So yeah, and I'm having another local comedy show in September. So they're just things. I mean, our calendar is full all year long, which is fantastic. We're having a great year at the Majestic.
Forgive me for not looking this up and asking beforehand, but
okay.
Is there a Majestic series ticket that can be purchased? Or is that something to think about in the future?
That's something that we have hinted around. The reason why that's difficult for us to do is because different promoters are bringing in different bands.
Gotcha.
So if we would have maybe one promoter, like maybe the Lights Out people who brought Frankie Valli and a couple other bands to us, maybe if they would want to do something like that. I mean, it's not unheard of, and it's not something that we would never consider. But we'd have to put some think tank on that to figure it out. But it is a good idea. Yeah.
Just thinking about putting out packages out there, getting all the ball of wax in one shot.
We are currently, if you would like to donate a check, and by that I mean with some zeros on it, we are having a sponsor wall that we're starting at the theater.
Nice.
And there are different levels. For example, one level is the Bob Hope level, and that will be on the wall going back towards the restrooms. So we're starting a sponsor wall for people, and it's I think it's a 5-year commitment. Maybe it's a year, 5 years, 3 years. There's different levels. But if you'd like to write a check, we would take that for the roof fund, and we'll put your name or business on the wall so everyone gets to see that you are a sponsor of the Majestic Theatre.
That's very sweet. And that's a blank wall right now. So.
It is blank. We'd love to fill it up by the end of the year. Absolutely.
I know that there are lots of big plans. I know in talking to people over the years, you want to work on the next floor up and the next floor up and try and maybe possibly one day have a restaurant up there. But you've got to get the roof secured first.
Yes, we are currently working on the roof fund. The comedy show I had in February, we were able to raise $10,000 toward that. I'm doing another one of those in September, and it'll be all local comics who take my workshop at OUC.
Ah, neat.
And I'll give them a chance to showcase their talents. But I mean, everything we do, we are a nonprofit. I think people forget that. We can't give the theater away. You need to rent it for your events.
Right.
And because we have no employees, we're a working board, and I have about 42 volunteers right now who have really been working hard. And this is volunteer week, so I'd like to thank them, if I can, for a minute for just all their, especially these back-to-back nights we have. That's a lot. You're there scanning tickets, ushering people, working the concession stand, and we're fortunate that the public is nice, and we never have trouble. But it is, you're dealing with the public, and they're volunteers. They're giving up their free time for the Majestic Theater, and we do appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see because a lot of the people that are the volunteers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So it just
Like who doesn't know Cam Shipley? You know, I mean, who doesn't know Cam Shipley? I make my mom scan tickets. It's all hands on deck. Unfortunately, now we have a lot of younger people starting to volunteer, and that's really nice too. Yes, because we need someone to climb those balcony stairs because we all can't do it. We're getting old. Yeah.
We both have trouble walking up the steps to the loft here at the litter loft as well.
It is a loft. Yes, it is. Yes.
It is indeed that.
Yes.
Yes. We wanted to wrap up by giving a shout out to the folks at Kenworth. They've got the Kenworth Truck Parade, and it's right there, the green space at the Majestic Theater, and that's where one of the main stages is, where Mike Smith will be there.
I believe that's June 15th.
June 15th.
Yes, Kenworth Truck Parade. That's a don't miss event in Ross County.
Precisely. It's
Absolutely.
been really cool. I know before COVID, they talked about having this parade, and COVID struck, and everything got shelved. But 2 years ago, they were able to bring it back and make it happen, and it's been a hit.
Oh, it has. And my favorite thing is when the trucks park under the arch of the theater.
Yeah.
There's a certain way that they make them pull up. They like stage it so they can get a photo of the trucks under the arch. They're just such great shots. I mean, it just showcases everything Chillicothe offers in that one picture, you know, the trucks, the theater, the people. It's a really good time. Kids enjoy it.
And so do the truckers. I've talked to many of them, and they come from all over America, but also from Canada. And other countries have talked about bringing their trucks here too. So
really?
Perhaps one of these days we'll see something like that.
That's awesome.
Really
I mean, it's nice to be internationally known for a parade. You know, I mean, that's just one other thing that we can put a feather in our hat about.
And what little kid doesn't want to sit there and say, "Hey, honk that air horn"?
Right. My dad was a truck driver. I loved that. If I was in the truck, I had my own horn on the side. Yeah. So yeah.
She's been tooting her own horn for a long time.
Been tooting my own horn since I was 6. Yeah.
Lori, thank you for stopping in. And of
Thank
course,
you, Dan.
If you go to the Majestic website, you can find out more details about these shows and others. And if you want to volunteer, please do. And if you want to write a check, please do that too.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. And thanks also to Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center, their adult education, for providing the sponsorship for this program, Litter Media Live.